Hi, it's Heather Smith here. I wanted to share with you another part of my submission for the Australian Accounting Thought Leadership Award. This is a bit eek because I don't necessarily like talking about what I've done, but I thought I would share it with you, so hopefully maybe it will help you on your own journey. Let's leave it at that. So the question is, explain your leadership role in the industry, including how you have built and sustained it. So being a writer, I pull out sort of some really big, powerful words at the beginning. So these were the words I used: change maker, socially responsible, incurable optimist, and leader. And I do try and be very socially responsible. That is a challenge, and it's an ongoing education constantly, but we do try and embrace adopt things around diversity, around being environmentally sustainable, and doing the right thing by everyone. A rising tide lifts everyone. And I am an incurable optimist. I'm very happy and upbeat. It's very unusual for me to not be happy. So I was very surprisingly, named in USA's Accounting Today list of 21 people helping to shape and reshape the accounting industry in 2020 and beyond. So essentially that, I think, makes me spandex. Does it? Shapewear for the accounting industry. And I was the only Australian to make that list. Again, that kind of shocked me. Very, very honoured and humbled and grateful to be included on the list. I think it was a mistake, but I'm taking that as one of 21 people helping to shape and reshape the accounting industry. And just the other people on that list were just amazing people who I admire and who I learn from every day. So it then goes on. And someone who had read one of my books. It's interesting because a person who reads my books has a very different relationship with me than a person who doesn't read my books. But it is always nice to have someone who actually has read the book, because it makes it easier. And he sent me an email and he said, "You are the beacon of the cloud accounting industry." So that's a nice tagline, beacon of the cloud accounting industry. And, you know, I believe the areas that I just demonstrate leadership is by educating the community, the accounting and bookkeeping community, through various platforms. So social media, YouTube, LinkedIn. I've started exploring medium.com. And through these platforms to positively embrace accounting apps. So I created the world's first and largest online accounting technology community, a safe space to share learnings about accounting apps and solve customers' problems. So that is a mastermind group, and it's on the Facebook platform. We have over 4,000 members. Many people will say it's the best group that they're a member of, and it's a very structured group, and people go through problem solving together, and it's such a great learning environment because everyone is contributing, putting up a problem and learning from the solutions. And I do heavily facilitate that group, but it is a fabulous online learning platform for accounting technology. I produced the world's first accounting technology podcast, and I started producing that about 6 years ago, and that's called Cloud Stories, and you can jump onto your favourite podcast device and listen to that. I have a YouTube channel which currently has over 1.3 million views. I think it's just about to hit 1.4 million, which is kind of amazing, but brilliant that I'm able to help people through this free platform. And I've actually had people come up to me in supermarkets and say they started their accounting career through watching all of the videos and learning about it, and then going on and passing their exams. So that's really wonderful that I can spend the time, create videos, and it can impact people whom I don't even know. I've participated in hundreds of webinars, panel participations and presentations. I host the world's first and largest accounting technology meetup group, where accounting apps come along on a monthly basis and showcase their technology to the community. So that is on the meetup platform, and I do that in real life in Brisbane. And I think that it's one of the pieces of the puzzle of why Brisbane has such a thriving app and nurtured app community. And I produce something I'm very proud of, which is my bi-weekly Accounting Apps newsletter. Now, this newsletter scrapes the blog feeds of all of the accounting apps in the ecosystem. Now, if you're an accounting app and you're listening into this, and it's not populating, including your blogs, there will be a reason for that. And feel free to get in touch, because it should, I make a big effort to make sure all of the blogs are included. However, sometimes technically a blog is not set up to be scraped, which is who knows why. But the newsletter uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to create a bespoke newsletter for every recipient. So it's dependent on what you click on, and what you like is actually what generates the newsletter. So that's very, very exciting. Has extremely high open rates. So something, again, I'm very proud of. Now, further to that, I hold various community and leadership roles and responsibilities. Over the years, I've always held some sort of role or responsibility within the accounting profession. And I hold them for a while. It's important to commit to them, but manage your time and ensure that you are not, you don't get too exhausted from or worn out from these particular roles. So I was the global ambassador for the World Congress of Accountants in Sydney. I worked extensively with the Chartered Accountants of Australia and New Zealand as part of their Catalyst program, a strategic program designed to help chartered accountants build capabilities, explore new markets, and provide greater value for themselves, their clients, and communities. And I was chosen to be involved in that because of the work I'd done in this space. It gives me the opportunity to replicate what I had built on a much larger scale and help the chartered accounting base. So also there is the Global SME Forum for the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, representing the sector's needs at a global level, facilitating the sharing of best practice. I'm also on the Global Technology Forum for ACCA, contributing to ACCA's technical research and working on issues facing business and the accounting profession. And I'm also on the Queensland Public Practice Forum for the Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand, an active member of the community. As an active member of the community running a modern practice, I've joined this forum to represent the concerns and support the members in public practice. So there are a number of the different things. Sometimes I have to get up in the middle of the night to attend these events and represent in the different areas, but that kind of gives you an understanding of the different leadership roles I've had in the industry and how I have built and sustained that. So hopefully you found that interesting. Maybe you can take something away from that. I would encourage you, if you are an accountant or a bookkeeper looking in, look to your associations to see if they have aspects or areas that you can get involved with, even if it is taking on what is a very important mentoring role that can assist a lot of people. So thank you for listening in.